Welcome back to After School Reviews. Today we're going to be having like this retro cloth good guys, well not good guys, but the retro cloth Chucky figure from Child's Play 1, 2, or 3. So we're going to just look at the package here. But before we do that, the background here is looking a little garbagey. So I'm gonna change that up real fast. I'm gonna go do that real fast. There we go. That looks a whole lot better. Yeah. Get this old sign out of here. Yes, here's my new sign, guys. Brand new sign. Took me a long time to make, but it's not just like a drawn one. I had to, like, the letters are much better. Ignore the E right there, but you know, I might be able to fix that in the future. But the letters are red, and they're kind of like different shades of red. Didn't plan on that. That's just how I had to paint them. And then these lines aren't complete. I'm supposed to have two here, but I haven't done that yet, and I don't think I will because it's the same logo, so that doesn't matter. But the background's not the main point of this video. This figure is. So I'm going to show you the front of this figure here. It has a picture, I think, from Child's Play 1, the Blu-ray, I believe. It says Chucky right there, and he's got the voodoo knife. And then right here we see the figure, and it says, "Good guys, he wants you for a best friend." We see him in there, packaged with the screaming head. And then the package actually looks really good. And the bottom here, I was really impressed with this. The bottom of this yellow box is just like if you were having a NECA figure. It's got the licensing, the NECA Real Toys, that, and then it says Randy, you know, and that's the guy that's on all these packages. I'm not going to show you that you can check that yourself. But also the back of the package has a read-up, I think, of just Child's Play 1. And the top there says Chucky with like the blood dripping down from the Y. But what I do like on this package is in the background you can kind of see the good guy boxes from Child's Play 2, I believe that's what that is. Maybe Child's Play 1. Because you know where he dies, but it looks like Child's Play 1 or 2. It's kind of difficult for me to know, though. And then a picture of the figure here, and also at the bottom here, we see different ways to display Chucky, one of which is with a hammer that he comes with, a knife, a voodoo knife, and a baseball bat. So we're going to have a look at this figure, open out its packaging now. I don't want to get my DVDs out, so I got the VHS tape. That one's easy to buy or find behind all my DVD stacks. So I don't want to dig right now because I have the Star Wars Marathon, the Steve Star Wars figures. Star Wars DVDs are still in front of it. But yeah, he's kind of out of the back. Excuse me, he's kind of out of the box. The top of this here, you can see it says "Good Guys." Now, I do not like the cardboard they've used on this. It's like a really thick cardboard, and you can see the grooves on here everywhere. You see what I mean? And maybe that is pretty accurate, but I don't know. I don't like them there. And here's what I'm talking about. Right there, the product development and stuff. And if I get another figure, oh man, I want to get the Evil Dead 2, and that's what's just easiest to find right now off camera. And if you look at this one, it's practically the exact same of how it's done. Like, it's done the same. So I thought that was really cool. But the side of it has all the, you know, the stuff that you probably would expect from a good guy box. He can be a superstar baseball player, a doctor, a courageous soldier. He can be a cowboy. He wants you for a best friend. Good guys, and it shows you a picture there. Hi, I'm a good guy, let's play. It says right there with the boots, or the shoes. And over here it says he can be a construction worker. He can be a brave Indian, a fearless fireman, and that's it. And you see like the little patches that you put on the front of them. It says ages 17 and up right here. That's pretty funny too. So to open this, all you gotta do is, I'm very careful when I do these types of things, especially this is kind of like a prop with the figure. So you gotta treat this like you're gonna, like, it's not just like the box on something else, because this is kind of like the prop is what I'm trying to say. Slug this out. Now I do have a complaint with this figure. It's not massive. It's just a complaint I have due to when I got it. So I got this a week before Christmas, but I got it on Christmas because you wrapped it. And I didn't get it out until Christmas. So that was like 2 days ago. There's like a little sheet there, and that's it. That's that. And then there's tape, I think, right here to hold these down. But what I have a complaint here with is that his leg on this one was like completely messed up. When I got it out of the package, I didn't know how the legs would fit, you know. I don't even think I noticed it in the package. There was no way I could have noticed it because due to that both of the feet were to the front, I couldn't see where the legs were. The legs were, well, first of all, when I had to take the what is this thing called? I don't know what that's called. The freaking overall part. So when I took that off, his leg was actually, his butt was facing forward, so I turned that around. And I was like, okay, maybe that's going to fix it. But if you look at how these feet are, okay, so there's no way to like just turn the foot around if it was packaged like that. You have to pop the leg off and turn it the other way. Now, as you can see, I had to do that because you see how deep that one is, and you see how closer this one is. They actually stuck this part was backwards. So when his leg would bend, it would not bend like this, like it's supposed to. It would bend the other way. And if you were on Action Figure Sanctuary, you saw that. And I decided to fix it anyways. I just heated it up with a hairdryer, popped it off, and popped the peg back in there. And not a big deal. It's not in there all the way, but it's still functionable, and it's probably not going to fall out. But that's just a little complaint I had with this figure, and that's probably about it. Besides the hair, but the hair seems to be fine. There's all the hair's like this. Put Chucky back here. If we look at the bat here, the bat is not just one color. It's got, I think, like a black wash to it, or maybe just like a charred paint to where it looks like it's wood. But you can see it in there. It looks really nice. I can't get too close or it'll go out of focus. And I can't get too far to go out of focus. But there you go. You can see the grooves in the handle there. So then we'll have a look at this knife here. This knife's got like a wooden handle. They even painted the silver piece in there where the knife would continue. And then they've also painted the rivets. And these knives right here are sharp. So I wouldn't say be careful because that's stupid. But they're sharp. So that's pretty cool. He also comes with a hammer. And I think this is what the Scream Factory Child's Play Chucky came with. He was just the good guys version. But it just came with this. And the wood's done the same as the bat, but it also says good guys on there. So that looks really nice. And probably the most favorite accessory is the voodoo knife, because everybody knows this knife from the movie. It's red, and then the wiggly lines and all the weird stuff on the handle. Pretty cool. This one's sharp too. So that's pretty cool. Have a look at Chucky himself now. I don't know how long this video is going to be. I'm not going to cut anything out because I never do. Except on the Ghostbusters review, I think I did. So we look here on the mouth. It's kind of got like a wet gloss to it because it's in, I guess, in his mouth. And that's all slimy or something. But we also see the freckles here, which are pretty nice. The eyebrows, which are nice. And then the eyes. Now, I did see on the original release or something, there was like wrinkles here or something. Maybe like one right there. I couldn't remember where it was, but it did make it seem a lot better than this right here. And his hair doesn't bug me as much as the pictures do on the box. I thought it was going to look like nothing like his hair. I mean, it doesn't look exactly like his hair at all. Like, if you're going to do it this way, it's not close, but it'll do with actual, like, cloth hair. Like, I wish they kind of would have went with the plastic hair on this. I mean, it wouldn't have fitted well with this, but it would have looked a lot more accurate, I think. And it's a little too long here, and just some of this needs to be cut in layers, but that's still fine. But overall, this truck is pretty good. Now, if we see the way everything is done on the outfit, it says good guys with some red buttons. The jean material looks pretty good. I don't know what it's supposed to be. It's jeanish on mine. So, kind of. And then you can see like the little baseball player, the cowboy. That stuff's pretty easy to see. It's pretty bright. And then the stripes here, even on the feet, they actually did the good guys' little feet, and I love that they did that. I think that's something that they didn't need to do, but they just wanted to. And it even says good guys there, the feet right there. And the arms here also have the shirt on them, which is pretty cool. And then the hands are both pretty open for weapons, so you can have, I guess, one in each hand if you want to display him like that. And I think it's just like the same hand, but flipped. So it's pretty nice. The articulation-wise, I can go over there real fast. Head's on a ball joint kind of type thing. I mean, it goes up, down, it turns in 360s, and it tilts. So that's pretty nice. But also, the arms will go out about that high, and they can also turn all the way, but this is cloth, so it's kind of getting caught. And the arms have double joints here, or at least I think so. There's like it stops them, and it won't go all the way, but there's like a little grit on one of the ways they do it, so it like stops you halfway. But it makes it past 90 degrees. So that's pretty good. And then the arms here, if I can get that to focus, they turn 360, and then they have like a little Star Wars Black Series type thing, you know, where they have like a little turn, so they can't go ball jointed, but they do that, so that's pretty nice. I think that, yeah, the Freddy's like that over there too, the RetroCloth Freddy. These are the only RetroCloth figures I have. Same hand over here, and this, he has a swivel right here in the bottom of him, so you can swivel right there, and the legs go about forward where you can sit, so that's pretty nice, and they go back about yay. And I think they have a swivel up here. This is kind of like a ball area, so you can go out, it can go forward, and it also goes out. And there's like a little swivel piece here, so this whole leg can swivel for like a better standing. And there's a knee joint here. You already heard that story. And then this leg goes forward and back. It does not go side to side, but it goes side to side up here, so that evens out everything. So some ways you can display Chucky with these weapons. Now I do wish he had another head, as I said earlier. I just don't like this head. Like, if we would have got maybe that head with this Chucky, I think I would have been like, yeah. But it's the same kind of scale as the old NECA figure. That's what the review spot had. And it's about the same scale, and it's about the same head sculpt. They just like retouched it up or something like that. I can get this. The baseball bat's kind of hard to get into the hand because everything widens out. And the baseball bat's probably not a good weapon choice because it widens out that hand. But the hammer, I think, will fit perfectly into his hand. It's a little stretched out already, as you can tell. Like, that's already fallen out. So I might have to go heat that up with a dryer, blow dryer, and get that nice looking good. Yeah, I'm going to be back. I'm going to go warm that hand up. There he is with the hammer, and you can probably put it in this hand and then show off the good guy logo, good guy sign. And we also have this knife here. It's just the way his head is, just like he's in one position. But if we got more of a different head, it could be like any really position like that head. It could be so many different things. Just standing there. This one, why would you stand there screaming? Unless, you know, he's about to like kill somebody. But right there, if we would have got something like that, I think that would have turned out really nice. So here he's with this knife in his hand. And these knives fit pretty nice into his hand. You just got to heat him up with a blow dryer. And then we have the best knife, in my opinion, I think, is this knife here. Because he's even on the poster with it over there. You can see it. Okay, well, I'm not going to zoom in over there. But here he is with this knife. Man, it's not focusing today for some reason. Alright, so this video is going to be way too long, but I'm sorry about that. But I'm hoping you guys like my new background. So thank you guys for watching After School Reviews. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today we're having a look at the NECA RetroCloth Chucky from Child's Play. So thank you guys for watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yes, I said that twice. Thank you guys for watching.